787099966 or WhatsApp us at 71204-615 or visit our Facebook page The Universal Church Lay to get updates.
That's crazy. I mean, this is like military.
You want to fight with me?
This is gonna be a rough 5 days.
I'm Jimmy Smith, a professional mixed martial arts fighter and former math teacher from LA.
I don't need a warm-up. I'm set.
I'm Doug Anderson, an Iraq War veteran and rookie fighter from New Jersey. This is our Fight Quest.
Watch Fight Quest, only on Fight Sports.
Open goal for Cripps. He has a bounce. Saad's hunting him. He has struck that magnificently. Is that a game changer? Couldn't have hit it much better than that. The celebrations begin.
Happy Easter, hello, and this is the Midday News. Thanks for joining us. Roman Catholic faithfuls around the country observe the Good Friday Station of the Cross. For many, this common Lenten devotion practice is just concluding, including the Way of the Cross walk in Port Moresby. In the nation's capital, Catholic faithful began the Stations of the Cross at St. Joseph's Parish at East Baroque. Parishioners there began prayers for Station 1 and then moved on to the next station. Christians lined the streets to welcome the crucifix as it carried to each station. Different parishes in the city took charge of each of the 14 stations. Apart from prayer and singing, Stations of the Cross are being dramatized by youths. Station 7 at Ward Strip Roundabout was dramatized by the youths of Wagani Mary Queen of the Pacific Parish. Station 7 depicts Jesus falling for the second time while carrying his cross. The Way of the Cross walk ended at the Sacred Heart Parish in Hohola. Cheshire Disability Services Program Coordinator Joe Hanuma thanked Best Gear Limited for the recent food donation they made this week during Easter festivities. Best Gear Group donated food worth 63,000 kina to 3 charity groups: Cheshire Disability Services, Life PNG Care, and Laloki Psychiatric Hospital on Wednesday, 16th April. Hanuma expressed that it is the love in their heart that compelled them to take that step.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Postman Blow, Best Gear Law. You put it talk this in a meeting or some one problem play to this lab. True to much you got bail or some now you come in tell God you know some make a mistake. Now God appoint him this play now. But all get a bail blow me blah, especially all residents blow blah. Me blah got 15 residents, all carers blow na staff. Lo come work here. You know blow pay, you know blow something but you got bail, you come na 7 more man later. Me la talk thank you. What you have given is a token and acknowledgement lo love blue lo Cheshire. Na anta blus la mila talk thank you to lo. Mr. Sawong, am to be stop and am sawe lo challenges for this lab.
Papua New Guinea's private sector is said to be a hub for growth and investment. The Osaka section for Papua New Guinea at the Osaka World Expo 2025 is showcasing the country as a net service importer, highlighting that PNG has a high demand for quality services, creating huge investment opportunities in finance, healthcare, telecom and transport. Section PNG will be pushing for investors to seize the opportunity to bring back tangible investment for the country. The Expo has been underway since 13th of this month and will run for 6 months. It's not the end if you haven't figured what to do with your life yet. This was the encouragement from a registered valuer and alumna of the PNG University of Technology, Dr. Flora Kwapena, during the university's 57th graduation ceremony on Friday, April 11th in Lae.
Dr. Flora Kwapena, who was the guest speaker at the PNG University of Technology's 57th graduation ceremony in Lae, is a registered valuer who has served in different sectors throughout her professional career, from academia to the private sector, public service and research sector as well. Speaking to over 800 graduates on Friday, April 11th, Dr. Kwapena gave the encouragement that each person has his or her own timeline, and it is not the end if they have not figured out their path yet.
When I was unemployed for a year after I graduated. Then I got a job at Qantas Airways as a sales consultant. Nothing to do with the degree that I got at Unitech. It wasn't my dream job, but I was getting an income. That's the main thing. And every day I tell myself, things will get better. Just have to keep on keeping on.
Dr. Kwapena currently runs her own small to medium enterprise. She highlighted that social factors such as unemployment, discrimination, lack of support and financial hardship may lead to depression for new graduates. However, she urged them to always believe in themselves and persevere.
But they just have to keep on keeping on, because tomorrow is always a better day. And it wasn't a year later that I got a job in a real estate company, and I was the assistant valuer. So from there, I started to do what I graduated in from Unitech, valuation, and that led me into the public service. And the funny thing is, I went under the mentorship of the first Value General of Papua New Guinea, Mr. Mark Kellett, and I became the first female Value General of Papua New Guinea, which is a post that I'm very proud of.
Her training under Mr. Kellett led to her employment as a senior valuer with the Lands Department. There, Dr. Kwapena obtained her registration as a registered valuer in PNG and was also awarded an AusAid scholarship to do a Master's in Real Estate at the University of New South Wales. Armed with her Master's, she taught at PNG UOT, then moved on to becoming the Valuer General of PNG for one term, then continued on to be a Research Fellow with the National Research Institute of PNG in the Property Sector Program. It was from NRI that she pursued a PhD at the University of Sunshine Coast in Queensland. After obtaining the highest level of academic achievement, a PhD, Dr. Kwapena has realigned, reassessed and redirected herself towards self-employment, operating a small property valuation firm. Camila Guare, TVWAN News, Lae.
Timor-Leste's president says his country could join with China to conduct joint military exercises. Jose Ramos Horta has told local media any involvement would be on the condition the activity wasn't aimed at any perceived hostile entity. President Horta's comments, which come during Australia's federal election campaign, will draw attention in Canberra, which has been uneasy about a sweeping partnership agreement Timor-Leste has signed with Beijing. That agreement commits the two countries to enhance exchanges at all levels between the military and police forces and strengthen cooperation in such areas as personal training, equipment technology, the conduct of joint exercise and training, and police affairs and law enforcement. Hundreds of thousands of tourists have flocked to the Gold Coast ahead of the Easter long weekend with the promise of perfect weather and a large swell. It's welcome news for the city after being battered by Cyclone Alfred.
Soaking up the sun at Surfers Paradise.
I like seeing it full. It's like good to see how many people are coming out like after everything's been back.
Some beaches still being enjoyed from a distance, like this one at Narrowneck, which remains closed due to severe scarping from Tropical Cyclone Alfred.
I just hope that it gets back to normal soon so everyone can come back, enjoy the beach.
That didn't turn you off from coming here?
No, not at all. I always want to come back regardless. If it's on the grass, if it's on the sand.
The Gold Coast Council had been working to repair them by Easter with the help of a dredging barge. The Mayor had pledged to buy a beer for everyone if 80% of the beaches weren't ready for the long weekend.
The beach is all opened and all I can say is come on and enjoy what we have on the Gold Coast.
The beaches aren't all open though, 100%?
Oh, okay, 95%. You got me.
While most have reopened, sand pumping works have been paused due to the large swells.
It's got to come very close to where the sand is, which is near the waves, and if the swell's too high, it's a safety issue.
But that hasn't stopped tourists from visiting.
More than 200,000 people are expected to visit the Gold Coast over the next week and a half, with more than 20,000 due on Good Friday alone.
Tourism operators hoping to recoup their losses say it's great news.
Cyclone Alfred had a big hit at Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary. Unfortunately, we were shut for 9 days straight.
A hazardous surf warning is in place for the Gold Coast and parts of the southeast until Friday night. For the first time, police will be patrolling tourist hotspots on e-bikes to ensure holidaymakers are safe.
It gives our officers the ability to intercept tourists and locals who are using e-devices and make sure that they're adhering to the road rules.
Tuvalu, one of the world's most remote nations, has unveiled its first ever ATMs at the headquarters of the National Bank of Tuvalu in the village of Vaiaku on Funafuti, the country's main island. The ceremony marked a historic shift for the island nation of 12,000 people, which has never before had access to electronic banking. The event celebrated a long-anticipated move toward financial modernization. Until now, all banking in Tuvalu has been done in cash. One payday, workers are required to queue at the bank to withdraw their salaries, a process that often leads to long lines and limited access after the bank closes at 2 p.m. Daily transactions for groceries, hotels, and services remain almost entirely cash-based. For now, only prepaid cards can be used at the machines. The bank plans to roll out Tuvalu-issued debit cards next, with the goal of eventually providing Visa debit and credit card functionality that can be used overseas for travel and online purchases. The PNG NRL Bid Academy program continues to uncover remarkable talents, and among them are the extraordinary Gigma triplets, Bob, Julius, and Charlie. At just 16 years of age, these brothers are making waves as representatives of Lay's under-15 male academy side in the Pool B division, hosted at the National Sports Institute in Goroka on April 17, 2025. Their inclusion in a single team is a rare occurrence in the PNG schools rugby league system and is a testament to their special bond shared.
I'm studying rugby news and the paths now of the Galmi guys our brother or somewhere and in the habitats the community lundas and on the time you play you must do so me and first that time you call me play school so that team the beat NRL beat again me come selo beat lo lay side squad me diploma master and calo silence lo gorka.
And that ends another news update. Do join us at 6 tonight for more news and sports. Bye for now.
That's crazy. I mean, this is like military.
You want to fight with me?
This is gonna be